History is a lie. How did certain ancient black noble houses turn pale? From the Tatler, page 161. Quote, "We have, in the genealogy of our house, the descriptions and pictures of our ancestors from the time of King Arthur, in whose days there was one of my own name, a knight of his round table, and known by the name of Sir Isaac Bickerstaff. He was low of stature and of a very swarthy complexion, not unlike a Portuguese Jew, but he was more prudent than men of that height usually are, and would often communicate to his friends his design of lengthening and whitening his posterity. His eldest son, Ralph, was for this reason married to a lady who had little else to recommend her, but that she was very tall and very fair." End quote. The main takeaway from this account is that Sir Isaac Bickerstaff was a knight of the round table of dark skin. With the more popular Sir Morian, we now have literary accounts of 2 black knights of the round table. In total, there is said to be 6, but we don't think Sir Isaac Bickerstaff was amongst the 6 accepted by mainstream historians, although the Bickerstaffs seem to be outliers. The second takeaway from this is that some ancient dark-skinned noble houses, most likely Semitic and African in origin, made a conscious decision to lighten their posterity. The author continues explaining that it took 4 generations for the Bickerstaffs to become pale-skinned, which they supposedly remained so for 400 years until the Norman invasion of England. The third takeaway from this is yet another piece of evidence on the dark complexion of Spanish and Portuguese Jews, who were the majority of Jews in most European countries until the 1800s. The author compares his ancestor Isaac Bickerstaff's very swarthy or very dark complexion to that of a Portuguese Jew. We also notice that Isaac is a Semitic name, which were commonly used by families with Semitic ancestry in Europe. We thought this piece of literature interesting since we have primary and secondary sources of dark-skinned people in Europe from antiquity till early modern times. But in this case, we have one of the earliest recorded events of a black noble lightening his posterity, and, as a result, the Bickerstaffs forgot they were ever black, like many other families. Like and share for more lost history. And that's why we say,